In this video we're looking at Veloton, and this is the first look after one free ride and 2 races. The big question is, have Veloton created the eSports platform that Zwift meant to create and arguably have not? So what is Veloton? Veloton is an indoor cycling platform that the turbo training enthusiasts have been holding their breath for. Thanks to Tam Burns and the team at Veloton, with beta access, and we're currently experiencing Veloton and getting to know it. So how does it work? Like other platforms, you connect your smart trainer and your optional heart rate monitor and off you go. Well, almost. Veloton works on a watts per kilogram racing category basis, similar to that created on Zwift. Or doing a short 10-minute FTP test on the platform, you can then race in your category. Within your watt per kilogram parameters of your category, you can then alter the competitiveness of the AI bots within the overall race. So you can make your race really hard for your category or easier for your category. You then select your team and the course and off you go. Using your keyboard, you can also send team orders and act like the road captain of your real life road team in a world tour type event. And that's the whole idea of the platform. Esports racing within a team with the feel on the courses of a world tour concept. If you're someone who is a newcomer to cycling, right the way through to a world tour professional, there's a category for you and therefore racing and a team for you to ride with. Currently, Veloton works as a single player platform with the other riders purely as bots. The platform will be developed into a multiplayer experience where you can log on and do esports racing with real life friends in virtual teams on Veloton. So what's it like to race on compared to, let's say, Zwift? In Zwift, racing is more like a time trial with a sprint at the end. Whichever way you cut it, that's how the draft works. And that is both Zwift's strength but also its weakness, and people argue it's not really like riding outdoors. With Veloton, it's different. It's more akin to real life. You're on and off the power constantly, either chasing down breaks or trying to support your team members or trying to break away, and sometimes you're crystal cranking in the bunch, refusing to do any work. And that is really much more like a real race, as you know, or may not know, than if, for example, you're riding in Zwift, as a comparison. As you know, I'm not a great fan of comparisons, but the whole purpose of this is a potential Zwift beta, and therefore mention of that. For me, it was a really good interval session. Whilst during the game, the graphics are genuinely incredible. We're running it currently on a gaming PC. Currently, it only runs in beta and plus. Therefore, in the future, they aim to go BLE and Apple TV and all that sort of stuff. But for now, on the graphics card in my gaming PC, very good. The heads-up display in the game is what you'd normally expect. It includes the draft effect and also your race position and also the position of your teammates. So that is more of an esports environment. So you see more than what you may see on other platforms. It's also worth mentioning that Veloton's sister company manufacture a bike that has all the necessary controls and connections and calibrated power meter. So once launched, they have the total package. So if we look at something like Peloton as an indoor training platform for people that say is into spinning, they've taken spinning from the gym to spinning in the house with organised classes. With Veloton, they're taking racing outdoors, indoors with a totally integrated esports platform, or you use your own turbo trainers. But it's an interesting development, and it's worth mentioning that to give you an idea of the direction they could follow. So it is a race ready platform. So what do you think? What would cause you to drop your current platform? Would this be your daily platform or one that you just use purely for racing? Watts per kilogram? Watts per kilogram for race categories, is that the right approach, or would you prefer a points-based category like the in real life point system of governing bodies like British Cycling? What do you think about the graphics and also the AI bots and how they respond to the rider? Some people prefer the cartoony look of some platforms, and other people want something as real life as possible. What do you think to this? It's worth mentioning that in the races I did, both times I was in a single speed bike. So for example, I was riding uphill like a typical sporty rider, the type 22 Di2 gears that they never change. Enough about me. What you'll see about the way in which I climb and power over the climbs isn't exactly a good example of how to race, but just for demonstrative purposes. So please have a go at me. I'm more than happy with that. So what would cause you to switch or subscribe to another indoor training platform or racing platform? Comments down below, please. I'd really be interested to know your views. So what do you think of this so far? And we'll put out far more content on Veloton as the weeks go by. Thanks for watching, and wishing you and your families enjoyable and safe riding. Bye now.